Welcome to today's sports report. First up in cricket, a new champion is expected to be crowned in the Dominica Cricket Association Intermediate League as the defending champs, the Police Sports Club, have been knocked out of contention for a spot in the semi-finals of that competition. Police suffered their third defeat on the weekend. They went down to Gladiators at the Windsor Park. Gladiators batted first and made 181 for 4 in 30 overs. Fabian Etienne made 67, Jesse Maslin 46 not out, and Tennyson Gilbert with 36. Bowling for Police was Vivian Augustine with 2 for 41 and Jean-Paul 1 for 25. In reply to Gladiators' 181, Police were cruising at 125 for 4 before their batting collapsed to 159 all out. Vivian Augustine, Lyndon Pascal, and Albert George each made 26 runs, while Julius Alcide bagged 2 for 22 and Eric Massenet 2 for 17 for Gladiators. In other results, the Point Michel Cricket Academy kept their good run of form as they won by 5 wickets over the Sagicor General Somerset. Batting first, Point Michel reached 200 with Dave Andrew getting 77, Clever Martin made 47 and Delbert Graham getting 20. Odell Hamilton had 3 for 16 and Bradley Byam 2 for 10 for Somerset. Somerset, in reply, were bowled out for 195 with Bradley Byam getting 61 and Roy Marshall 51. Delbert Graham took 3 for 39 and Clever Martin 2 for 44 for Point Michel Cricket Academy. Meantime, Summit Sports Club picked up their third win of the season as they crushed the Nagico Stars. Summits scored 230 for 6 in 36 overs. Nagico, in reply, could only get 81, Summits winning by 149 runs. P.H. Williams Colliho kept Starlights winless, beating them by 3 wickets in the match. Starlights scored 102 for 6 in a match reduced to 20 overs. Colliho replied with 103 for 7 in 17.1 overs. On to football, Petro Caribbean Point Michel and RIC Kensborough have booked themselves places in the 2017 edition of the Flow Premier League by advancing to the First Division finals. In a semi-final doubleheader at the Newtown Savannah, Point Michel advanced to the final after they defeated RC Doctors 2-1 in the first match. Kieran Lewis and Marcellus Rafoul scored a goal each for Point Michel, with Kervin Lawrence scoring for RC Doctors. In the second match, RIC Kensborough defeated Wacky Rollers 1-0. Joshua de Ravare scored the lone goal for Kensborough. RC Doctors and Wacky Rollers will meet on Saturday, March 12th, to battle out for third place at the Newtown Savannah from 3 p.m. The final of the First Division will be played on Sunday, March 13th at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium from 6 p.m. And 24 teams have qualified for the intermediate round of the 2016 NBD Primary Schools Boys Football Championships organized by the Sports Division. The intermediate round will be held on 2 days, Tuesday, March 8th and Wednesday, March 9th. On Tuesday, March 8th, there will be competitions at 2 venues. At Lindo Park in Goodwill, the following 6 teams will feature: the St. Mary's Primary, the Bellevue Chope Primary School, Convent Preparatory School, Bagatelle Primary School, St. Luke's Primary School, Castle Bruce Primary School, and at Benjamin's Park in Portsmouth, these undermentioned teams will compete: the Roosevelt Douglas Primary School, Kalibishi Primary School, Massac Primary, Woodford Hill Primary, St. John's Primary, Atkinson Primary. On Wednesday, that is March 9th, competition will also take place at 2 venues. At Lindo Park, the following teams will feature: Goodwill Primary, the Caleb Lura Primary School, the Granby Primary, Maho Primary School, Pioneer Preparatory School, Newtown Primary School. At Castle Bruce Playing Field, some more teams will also be on show: the Will Strathmore Stevens Primary School, Saint-Sauveur Primary School, Savon Pie Primary School, Grand Fond Primary, Sinico Primary School, and Thibault Primary School. Matches will begin at 10 a.m. The top 2 teams from each of the 4 groups will advance to the quarterfinals which are expected to take place on Tuesday, March 15th. Still on with cricket, Stephanie Taylor's half-century and contribution with the ball ensured West Indies leveled the series against South Africa with a dominant showing at the Wanderers. Taylor led a recovery after South Africa made early breakthroughs and then pushed them to a decent total on a good pitch before her bowlers kept South Africa under constant pressure in a chase that never really got underway. They lost 6 for 24 with Taylor picking up 2 at the end and were bowled out inside 20 overs, leaving themselves work to do ahead of the series decider in Cape Town on Wednesday. South Africa women would have felt they made the right decision after they put West Indies women into bat and had them 17 for 2 in the first 3 overs. Shabneen Ismail's impressive run continued and she claimed both wickets. Once again, West Indies women leveled in the T20 series at 1 game apiece with an impressive 45-run victory. The Windies women got 143 batting first, Taylor made 63 and Shabneen Ismail took 3 for 25. South Africa in return could only get 98. And the experienced West Indies batsman Lendl Simmons has become the 4th player named in the original West Indies 15-man squad to pull out of the imminent ICC World 2020 Championships in India. The 41-year-old Simmons is apparently nursing a back injury and missed the current West Indies camp in the United Arab Emirates after quietly returning to his native Trinidad and Tobago for treatment. Simmons was told by a specialist doctor in Port of Spain that he was not fit enough to play in the March 8th to April 3rd tournament, which West Indies won 4 years ago in Sri Lanka. Simmons' withdrawal has left the Clive Lloyd-chaired selection panel fairly busy debating his replacement. And Pakistan have made a late change to their World 2020 squad with Ahmed Shehzad replacing Khurram Manzoor. Manzoor scored just 11 runs in an Asian Cup campaign in which Pakistan failed to make the final after winning 2 and losing 2 of their 4 matches in Bangladesh. Taking his spot for the T20 tournament in India is opener Shehzad, who has 941 runs in 40 T20 internationals for Pakistan. Shehzad's last T20 appearance for Pakistan came in January against New Zealand when he faced just 6 balls before being dismissed for 8. Pakistan, winners of the 2009 World T20, will begin their 2016 campaign against the team that progresses from the first round Group A, which will be either Bangladesh, Netherlands, Ireland or Oman, at Eden Gardens in Kolkata on March 16th. And that concludes the Primetime Sport Report for today. For more information on our stories, feel free to visit our website at cbn4.com. I am Alian Christopher saying goodbye.